collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, welcome to your 7-card draw. What do I need? Shadow read for this full moon, your full moon in Aquarius, waning to the new moon in Leo, July into August 2021, and that is a mouthful. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998. God, it's been that long. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, now on Kindle, $9.99 USD, link in the description box. And booking clients, which I'm really enjoying doing. A lot of face-to-face Zooming, Facebook video call, even some Skype here and there. So really enjoying my career and my path, and it's been really, really cool. So I'm very, very glad to be serving my aqua lungs, my aquariums today. If you are new to the channel, a 7-card draw, sometimes it's an 8, sometimes it's a 5-card draw. It's just one card, in this case, from 7 different decks. Let's see, 2 tarot, 2 healing systems, 3 oracles to get you clues, tips, and hints about what you need from the voices of the divine, right? The pantheons of the divine, however you define that. I just have been shown them to be in different pantheons, different levels. So we're doing guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, sort of, and certainly the pantheon of pantheons with that last card down, Blessed Be, that I picked up at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs, New York, going up to visit family in a couple of weeks, so I will be hitting there as well. And if you are in the neighborhood, drop it and tell them Mal said hi. Probably won't get you a discount, but they'll go, oh. Anyway, I'm pretty friendly, I'm pretty gregarious, Virgo that I am. So let's get up in this gig. It's a general read. You know the YouTube reading rules, right? And if you want more, subscribe, and every time you hit like, apparently it helps more people see the read. So whatever, you do you follow your gut, you follow your inspiration. Otherwise, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box, along with some other cool videos. My meditation for the true lover is in there now. I think that's going to be in my description box for a while. It was a really cool meditation. Makes me well up every time I watch it. But who knows if this is about romance, what we're about to look at here. So do check out my description box. I got some cool stuff on Vimeo. Vimeo on demand, as well as free stuff there if you want to go check it out. Otherwise, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can from them, through me, to you, for your well-being and for the well-being of all. Please take a nice deep breath. I spent the majority of this morning in prayer and meditation. My Course in Miracles lesson was, I feel the love of God within me now, and I did. I broke down into tears of love. So yeah, I'm a mystic, so I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but let me see. Let's see if I am your cup of tea, at least for this read, as I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, as well as the pantheon of all pantheons, all cultures, all traditions, even starseeds if they want to go there. What is the dominant archetype using the Caroline Mace archetype deck? For the Aquarian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, really influencing everything else from the 8th chakra, the home of the archetypes, kind of sending this energy pattern, this alchemy that needs to be done from lead to gold in them, within someone that they're dealing with that's triggering the shadow work, or a situation, some of that, all of that. What do they got? Because this is their full moon of the year, waning to the new moon in Leo, the Trickster archetype. Now this has come up before. Who had the Trickster? Leo had the Trickster, which is your opposite sign. Libra had the Trickster, which is also an air sign. So that's a little interesting. Your opposite as well as a trine astrologically. This might be you. I will say I've dated a lot of Aquarians, and you guys definitely have the light side of this, but the shadow is probably in there too. That's true for all of us. Again, you could be dealing with the Trickster. In some way, you are learning a lesson of alchemy, of which the interior work, the shadow work, the letting go, the releasing, right? A waning moon. Boop, 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 boop. They gave me this series. I really love that. That just says it, doesn't it? Boop, boop, right? Shrinking it, resolving it. But also when I use the language of alchemy, I'm talking about the shadow being the lead, the light being the gold. Lead has 3 more atoms than gold. So there's the releasing, the letting go, the forgiving, the transforming. It's a general read, only you can know that, how that's going to play itself out as it goes. But I will say the shadow attribute, we have seen this so much on planet Earth since Jump. There's always been a trickster, right? Oh, good goddess, good god Loki, right? Coyote, Hermes, right? You know, there's always been Thoth to an extent, right? Hermes, Mercury, Legua, Thoth, right? The shadow attribute, manipulating others through duplicity. And, you know, that's why here we've got the prestidigitation of the sleight of hand, the trickster, not quite the magician. But that thing of, look over here, right? Very Jada. Sorry, just had a drag race flashback. The light attribute, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, which you guys are known for. You Aquarians, I love y'all. You're the freaks of the zodiac. Maybe not the best boyfriends on planet Earth for Virgo, but a good time, if not a long time. Really, really love tricksters. I have a nice dose of it. I just don't have it lifelong. You can have an archetype, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And a reason can be for a day. A season can be for 2 years, 3 years, 10 years. But a lifetime is from birth, from womb to tomb, right? Birth to death. So you take that as you feel it. So let's see with the rest of these 6 cards, what you got to help you alchemize that, even if you're dealing with a tricky situation where there is manipulation and duplicity. Breathe. As I call upon the Raphaelite angels and archangels, direction of the east, powers of air, and the sign of Aquarius, please, beloved Raphaelites, 1 card in clarity. For the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the trickster archetype, who are the angels they need to call upon? Because the angels don't intervene unless asked. The call always has to come from us. That's what free will is all about. So who they need to call upon? Their full moon in Aquarius, waning to new in Leo. Harmony. Now that talks about things being unharmonious, discordant is the word, but out of balance. Now there is an angel of balance in this deck as well, so we're going to go with the harmony thing. And what I'm getting here is space, right? We all need space, and Aquarians are good at that. They just don't pull back. They usually pull back and up, right, to see the larger picture. The internet is a perfect example of Aquarian energy, really uniting things, but a bit impersonal, right? Mental, data. But harmony is also in the heart chakra, Kabbalistic tree of life, Tiferet, harmony, balance, right? The sphere of power in the heart chakra. So this, what I mean by space is that to pull back, take space, but also if you are dealing with a trickster, someone duplicitous, pulling back, and here's why. Sometimes we don't see what the lesson is until we pull back, because on a piano, or really, I only studied piano, and really, I'm a singer. Don't make me do math, right? As soon as they brought math into the musical thing, I was like, But I do know this, 2 notes played right next to each other on a piano are discordant. They don't feel right, they don't sound right. It's thirds, look, I'm doing math, and sixths, which is hard to say with the angel's gap. So to find harmony and to call on the healing angels of harmony, and it's simple as saying, all right, angels of harmony, however that needs to play out, because maybe I need to transcend stuffy and predictable behavior here and see things differently. Bring me that. And it's going to come on a mental level first, I get the feeling, not just because you're air signs, but because you're dealing with a trickster here, that you probably get some truth that might be a bit radical, but that will bring you into harmony with something. Hopefully your own truth, right? Let's see. If this is the 8th chakra, this will be the crown, third eye, throat, and heart dynamic. The interior world, your feminine energy, your yin energy, yin interior world. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon Athena, the goddess of air, and the sign of Aquarius, O gray-eyed one, O great owl-eyed, sees all directions, goddess of wisdom and strategy, please from your highest heights, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Oh, she feels so good watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, what do they need to be aware of inside of themselves, which is pretty much where the predominance of shadow work goes on. Heart, throat, third eye, crown dynamic, alchemizing this trickster archetype, when working with the healing angels of harmony. What they most need to know about within themselves, their full moon in Aquarius to new in Leo, is, well, the Six of Blades. Now, the word on the card is manipulation, but I think that is very much, right, manipulating others through duplicity. So if this is you doing the manipulating, really look at what your motivations are. Like, why am I doing this? Now, of course, this is the Six of Swords, moving as well away from choppy water, choppy emotional states, into a more balanced, calm place. Like, I'll go Rider-Waite tarot on that, absolutely, because this card has no reverse, right? I mean, it has words written on it that show a top and a bottom. But, you know, who's manipulating who? And I really feel like this is about changing the way, it's exactly what I said here, right? To call in that healing angel of harmony to bring you into mental balance, to see things clearly. Now, there's a mantra in the healing mantra deck. We'll get to that. But I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome is really a perfect mantra. And if that one comes out, then we can go, or whatever. But I think that's really key here, that you come into mental harmony and balance, which will give you the emotional center through which to see things in a balanced way. Because when we're feeling betrayed, when we're feeling guilty, when we're feeling guilt towards someone else, right? A chain against my brother is a chain against myself, right? We're wrapped up in that. Really hard to see clearly. And of course, if you've got a water moon, right? Or maybe you're a water sun sign and, you know, Aquarius, whatever, then this is really something to take heed of, to pay attention to. Another word for this is spin, right? Like when you hear political spin, right? Well, they spun it to this, and narcissists are good at that. But think of the stories we tell ourselves, the interpretations of what has gone on, which is why sometimes this deception can be self-deception, manipulating others through duplicity. And we may be thinking two different ways about things, and only one of them is true. So, again, general read, but I get that, because you literally have the word manipulation with manipulation and harmony with Six of Blades, and sixes are numbers of balance and harmony, and balance is the other word for Tiferet. It's harmony and balance in the Kabbalistic Tree of Life. Check out Anatomy of the Spirit by Carolyn May. Such a classic, but just brilliant. All right, so we've got the 8th, we've got the heart, third eye, crown. What's going on in the solar plexus, sacrum, root chakra stuff here? This would be either you from the outside looking in, right, horizontal trajectory, horizontal plane, or you from the inside looking out at some aspect of the physical here. Maybe somebody who is playing that role of the trickster here for you. Can be all of that too. Breathe. Definitely impacts the lower three chakras, though, so please, I call upon Heracles, my god of air and the sign of Aquarius, great hero, god of the 12 labors. Please, one card in clarity for the Aquarian collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. You who had to kneel and bow, symbolically speaking, to complete your labors and regain your full divinity. What do they need to be aware of with this trickster archetype, the healing angels of harmony, and that Six of Blades, Six of Swords, manipulation on the inner? What does this look like on the outer? This their full moon in Aquarius, waning to new in Leo. Ooh, the moon card. on the outer. Now this is Hecate, another one of my goddesses since birth. She's the goddess of witches. I've been a witch since birth. Not that my parents had anything to say about it, just baked in. This is definitely about needing to go more with what is inside of you than what is outside of you. The moon, the outside, it is, I love this word, occluded, O-C-C-L-U-D-E-D. Like, you ever get, like, you yawn and something, like, moves through your eye and it gets cloudy for a second, you blink your eye? It's an occlusion, right? The root of the word is occult. But people freak out about that word, but all it means is hidden. It's like, I can't find my cell phone. It has gone occult, right? It's just, I can't find it. So definitely clear your third eye. Clear your third eye. Bring this into harmony within yourself. Do the healing here that needs to be done, because you may very well need to step out of the box. Now, as much as we say, this is coming in from this direction, as much as we say that, you know, you're the freaks of the zodiac and you're ruled by Uranus, let that one go. We can't make the Uranus joke absolutely every single time, though we do try. That you fixed air. You could be very, very dead set on certain beliefs, things that you believe to be true, but may not be, particularly with the trickster, as well as there's always a higher level of truth. You know, like all that law of attraction stuff was very third and fourth dimension, but now we're getting into the fifth. And I know a lot of people are going, well, I did my vision board, I do my affirmations, I visualize, I do everything, I cast, I do all this, so where's my stuff? And it's like, only the highest possibilities come to be, whether we envision them or not. That's the divine plan. So there might be more of an eighth chakra here, you even transcending your own, perhaps at this point, not stuffy like repressed, but stuffy like stuffed in there. That constriction of belief, and hence the spinning of the mind, seeing this different. And it's only a 6. It's not a tower card. It's not a major arcana. But here's the major arcana of the two tarot decks we've got here. The moon, Hecate, which she is the queen of the crossroads, the crown of the crossroads. You know, there may be a big decision here that you do not know which way to go, because it's really not that clear. And particularly if you're dealing with a trickster, you might need to think outside the box. And this would certainly indicate the more divine feminine, right? Go within, feel this out, come into harmony. Nat Khan Healing Mantra deck, I already called out 2 of his mantras, both really having to do with the third eye, releasing expectations, which is only the highest possibilities come to be, whether I envision them or not. What was the other one? Let's just see if it pops up. Oh, I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, illuminating truth. They're good. I love this deck. Breathe. And those 2 in particular I think would be good for any air sign. So please, I call upon the Ascended Masters. I don't even know if this is a soul contract read, because this could all be within themselves, right? Their own upbringing, their own beliefs that, you know, they were raised in, that they may not have questioned until now. But that healing angel of harmony seems key, particularly the Raphaelites, that they're archangels of air, right? That healing knowledge, that wisdom, that truth that heals. So please, Ascended Masters, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, alchemizing the trickster archetype in the 8th chakra with the healing angels of harmony, if they call upon them, with that 6 of blades, you know, 6 of swords, that mental journey that could be counseling, that can be inner self-speak in a positive way, with the moon on the outer, not really sure, things seem cloudy, which is true for pretty much everyone on planet Earth in one area of their life or the other. So what's their perfect healing mantra? For their full moon in Aquarius, waning to new in Leo. Inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Now, somebody else got this. I remember this one. I don't remember who it was. I don't remember it's polishing my heart, inspiring others. Oh, Capricorn got this yesterday. I'm not reading from the bookie book this time, but certainly that is an interesting thing here, inspiring others. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. Now, that can certainly bring you into harmony, because everybody has good qualities, everybody has gifts, everybody has skills. I mean, we're not the ego. Well, the ego is the most dormant part of the soul. The higher self creates a soul to come in and play this game, to live as a personality. But I love Matt Kahn's definition of the ego. He says that the ego is the personality that arises out of an inflamed nervous system, and no one manipulates or is being duplicitous when their nervous system, unless their nervous system is inflamed. So there's something coming into harmony and balance, or you may not be seeing things clearly as a result of that. So just another thing I'm getting here, it's like you don't have to walk up and say things to people. You are an Aquarian. There is this feeling of stepping back to create this harmony, to give some space there. I help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. So what if you did that silently? What if on the outside mum's the word, but on the inside you're like, okay, well, what are this person's gifts? What am I not seeing here? Because, by the way, people can manipulate others through duplicity by playing less than, right? More sow's ear than silk purse, if that makes sense. That's an old saying. I don't know where that came from. So inspiring others, keep that in mind. And by the way, as you give, so you receive, right? The more we are able to acknowledge, what does that mean? Third eye, just to acknowledge. Yes, that person is very, very gifted at that. And they're very, very good at that. And they really, really do that with people. And they really avoid doing that because everybody's got them. That's going to uplift you a little bit. And I think if this is you're dealing with somebody, like maybe you've got feelings for somebody here, you don't know how to move forward, well, do that within yourself. But you're going to get the energy boost from that. You're going to get the vibration raised by that. Because then you are seeing another as your soul sees them rather than the ego or the personality. Does that make sense? That's coming into harmony with your own soul. And of course, that sends an energetic pulse, right? That does send a blessing. And I will say, break chains of illusion and set all things to right, reveal what has been hidden and bring the truth to light. Well, if you're focusing on the qualities of their soul that you are receiving internally, then when you speak it, it could be like a tower moment for them, right? Hitting them with that lightning bolt of truth. Uh-oh. The Whispers of Love Oracle. I call this the party turner. Well, it's the party turn. Like all of a sudden the party has been turned, right? All of a sudden we are in a different place. But the voices of the higher selves of all involved, not just you. If there is someone else involved here, that would be their higher selves as well. All of a sudden, you know, you're dealing with romance, right? The romance card comes out. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved for this Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the piece of information, inspiration, and or insight from above, the whisper of love to help them alchemize this trickster with the healing angels of harmony, manipulation, the moon, and inspiring others? This full moon in Aquarius, their full moon waning to the new in Leo. Be willing to express love. Be willing to express love. I would still recommend pulling back and, acknowledging the gifts that others have. But be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. And as I was going to say, Course in Miracles, to give and to receive is one in truth. That's a weird thing about love and appreciation and all that stuff. The more you give, the more you have to give. It's only when it feels stolen, right? Like someone's fronting, lying, saying one thing, doing another, and we give that love and it's not returned because of duplicity. The love that you sent is still yours to give. Does that make sense? Because love is the truth of who we are. And it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, but I think really taking the time. This is shadow work. This is going to bring up stuff for you, no question. It's going to help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts. And I think a bunch of yours are going to be revealed as well as you be willing, throat chakra, willpower, willing to express love. Now, if it's not directly to that person, through prayer, through writing, I don't know, through interpretive dance, right? Through Gestalt therapy, like whatever it is, to help you move this energy through you with the healing angels of harmony. This is going to bring you into balance. This is, yes, it will be a deliberate manipulation of the mind, but do you feel the vibe on this? It's very, very gold, not lead, right? And could absolutely, I won't say instantaneously, transmute, transform, alchemize this, but it would certainly get you over the way. And remember, this is a waning moon. This is a 2-week period. So last card on the table, the mystical Celtic blessing cards to enrich and empowered, called Blessed Be by Lucy Cavendish, and I love her name and I love her work, and may she be blessed be forever. Got it at as I said, the magic moon. The magic moon in Saratoga Springs is one of a kind now. Like a lot of the gigantic, like crystal metaphysical shops, witchcraft shops and all that, all of them are online. Well, they're not. You can walk in and browse around, and they're just the coolest people ever, and I can't wait to see them and see what I pick up next time I go. I always buy a deck when I'm there. So this, as I said, is the pantheon of pantheons, all cultures, all traditions. Even for the starseeds, I'm predominantly Aryan. Don't be shocked. Breathe. As I call upon the pantheon of pantheons, please, what is the blessing you place upon this Aquarian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading, so that they can alchemize the shadow attribute of manipulating others through duplicity, towards them, from them, all of that, some of that, into the light attribute of transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. And maybe you expressing your love outwardly to somebody might be just that, might very much be, transcending. And I love that. That's the word, transcending, going above, right? And with this healing angel of harmony to pull you up to see the larger picture, so that they can bring that into balance, see this differently. For truly, the prayer for a miracle is, help me see this differently. Help me see this from the point of view of the soul and the higher self. But with that card of the moon, things are cloudy and they're really being directed inner. So this blessing may really help clear things up for them while they are inspiring others, because they help others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts, and for them to be willing to express love, because when they express love, they begin to receive more love. It's instantaneous, the feeling of it moving through them. So please, what is the blessing you place on them in their full moon in Aquarius, waning to new in Leo? A blessing on your health. Now, physical health, perhaps, we certainly take that to be the foundation. But holistic health isn't just about rescue remedy and arnica cream, kids. It's about the physical, the emotional, the mental, and the spiritual bodies all being in homeostasis, all being a holistic. W. I always want to put a W in front of that, right? It's the whole of who you are. It's the 4 lower bodies. It's the 5 elements, however you want to do that. So let's see what this says. Card number 9. Oh, wait, hold on. Come here, you. Well, I left my blessing cords outside. Yeah, I've been in prayer all morning long. I'll still bless the crap out of this when we're done. Okay, a blessing on your health. This one seems to not be terribly long. But, I want you to see her. Check her out. She's like hanging out. In a little hole. Look at a dragon behind her. She's like, don't worry, honey, I got your back. Looks like an earth dragon, just saying. Dragon drag. Card number 9, a blessing on your health. Please take a nice deep breath. I'll really give you the blessing as best I can. A blessing to inspire the blossoming of great good health within your life. May you, friend, be blessed with a rising of your own personal vitality. May life force flow in every cell of your body, inhabiting each fully with the desire for life and the yearning for the full feeling of all that is here for you to experience. May the cells in the blood sing their song with joy at being here, and may your bones be strong and whole, densely knitted in the joints to keep you upright, ever moving into the next step, a dance of love for the feeling of the world. May the muscles take shape and move with your form, and may there be flexibility and the great gift of movement for you. May your organs do their holy work, and may the health of the mind, curious yet peaceful, awakened yet rested, be yours. Here it is. May the energy that belongs to the hail be yours, and may your every footstep bring a little more vitality, a little more joy in movement, a little more of a blessing to simply be here and in such good health. May you know peace within the temple of the body, and may a revival of energy be yours, like that of spring after winter. So you have a spirit shining with good health, the energy all about you radiant, an auric field filled with wellness, a field of energy you can drink from and renew yourself each day and night of this lifetime. May the blessings of good health and joy in your body be yours, and should it be challenged, may you rise and meet that challenge with courage and security in the wisdom of your blood and bones, flesh and energy field. And may all that brings you back to wellness come to you again and again. Blessed be. This is absolutely on target in terms of if you are dealing with any sort of health issues, obviously, but do understand the mental, emotional component is on this table too. So it's not just about, oh, I have a backache, I need a chiropractor or whatever, right? Yeah, absolutely work with your doctors. Please work with your medical professionals, psychological, physical, what have you. But let us really talk about what's on the table here, right? This trickster archetype, there might be a piece of information that has been given you that was given you not in complete accuracy. And I'm not talking necessarily medical diagnosis. I do not recommend turning to divination for doctor stuff, right? You do you. But there may be stories, interpretations of this that you might need to look outside of the box in terms of how you want to deal with this transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Like a diagnosis, I didn't really say that. And this healing angel of harmony to bring everything into balance. And that's why even in the blessing, it wasn't just about the blood and bone, right? It's about the mind. It's about the energy. This is all about your health. And part of that is going to be really working the mind, though things are confusing on the outer, to really inspire others, which means be willing to express love. Again, you can do it in silence, you can do it in meditation, you can do it in prayer, but all of this is going to be a blessing on your health. Let me put it together in the final prayer blessing spell thingy that I always do at the end of readings, because I have the grace of prayer, and it's in my book, Words of Grace. I think it's the last thing in the book. Please take a nice day. I was born with the grace of prayer. I've been praying since I was a wee little child. Yeah, I gave it up for a couple of years as a teenager, but prayer is a medium of miracles, a means of communication between creation to creator. Through prayer, love is received, and through miracles, love is expressed. Principle number 11, Course in Miracles. Breathe. As I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and I'll say of health and healing here for sure, the higher selves of all involved, and of course the pantheon of pantheons, may this Aquarian collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, be blessed with all that they need this their full moon in Leo, waning, full moon in Aquarius, waning to new, in Leo that they may take this mental manipulation to mind and to heart. Perhaps that is in prayer, that is in silence, that is in counseling, in some way bringing the mind into balance when things seem so unsure. With Hecate, goddess of the crossroads, crone of the crossroads, really saying to them, not making a decision on the outer is sometimes the wisest decision. Just stand at the crossroads, go within, and let the mind see things differently, that they will be able to be willing to express love, because when they express love, they begin to receive more love, and that will certainly bring them into a deeper balance in terms of inspiring others, helping others feel empowered by acknowledging their gifts and having their own revealed there as well, because there is a blessing upon their health, and it does feel like it's not just physical. It feels like this blessing that of all the pantheons are placing upon them is about physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, that homeostasis, that congruency, that alignment of chakras. But there is something going on here that they need to really do the shadow work here for. The trickster, maybe how they're tricking themselves, maybe about old belief systems that have been manipulative and given to them through duplicity by others, but that they are willing now to transcend that convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior, calling in the angels of harmony to help them take space, to help them get rest, to help them find their breath, to help them find the now for themselves and see the larger picture available to them, so that they may heal, and so that the past may heal, so that there is more gold than lead, more light than shadow in their energy field come that new moon in Leo, where they can shine brightly, inspiring others for their well-being and for the well-being of all. In fact, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be, and so it is. That's a shadow read. Really, healing angels of harmony couldn't hurt, right? Help me see this differently. Help me transcend that which might have been true at the time, but was never the truth, right? I need you. I can't live without you. It may feel that way, right? It doesn't mean it's true. And if you would like to go deeper, this is the work I do with people. I'm actually, some people have been coming to me on $100 an hour for a read. So people have been doing 30 minutes, and I always go over. But I'm also going to be doing more face-to-face. I'm in New York. I can get away with that in Pfizer. What did I get? J&J, whatever. So, and by all means, do check out my book, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. You can read the preview for free. You don't need Kindle, you just need the Kindle app. But certainly if you read it and buy it, review it, because it's my life's work in written form. Cool. Thank you so much for watching, my beloved Aquarians. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.